Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. I'm just reading an email in here from Carter. Carter writes in, he says, "Hello, your channel's been super helpful and informative in my photography journey. I currently own the Rebel T5, the Canon Rebel T5 with the 18 to 55 kit lens, 70 to 300, and the 50mm f1.8 STM. You had a good entry setup there. Just the fact that you have those zooms plus the STM, the f1.8, covers a lot of bases for you. That was good choices. I'm looking to upgrade my gear while switching over to Nikon. I will purchase the 18 to 140 and the 85 f1.4 because I enjoy taking portraits and travel. I have money to upgrade to the D7100 or D7200 right now, but I was wondering if it would be better to save up for the D610 and upgrade in a year or so, sticking with what I have. I'm not currently working professionally, only small jobs for family and friends, but I would like to in the future. Thanks for your help and expertise. Carter." Well, thank you for your question, Carter. Interesting question, interesting proposition of what you're looking at getting. I like the 18 to 140 and the 85 f1.4. Interesting because the 18 to 140 is a DX lens, the 85 f1.4 is an FX lens. So shooting it on a 7100 or a 72, you're getting 1.5 crop factor. So you're looking at a 22, another 22 mils, so 105 or 107 or something like that. If my math is working here earlier in the morning. Portraits, it will certainly be good for portraits that way. My mind immediately when you said that, I love the D610. If you've been watching the channel, you know I'm a big fan of that camera. I think it's one of the best values on the market in full frame today. It can be had for a very good price, especially from a Nikon refurb or used. My gut here is to go with the D610, especially because you're into portraits, and travel allows you to get a very good travel camera. I would go with the D610, and I wouldn't go with any of those lenses because I'd be going with the D610. Here's what I would recommend so that you could afford the D610 now. I would get a used or refurb D610. That keeps it within the price range, very close to in price probably to the D7200. D7100 might be a little cheaper because it's a good price refurbed. I would get the 85 f1.8G. Reason being, I don't really think most people need the f1.4, and the price is a big bump. If you get the f1.8G, you could even pick it up used. You'll be able to get it at a much less price, and if you decide down the road you do want the f1.4, you won't lose much selling it. That's why I would go that route. So that would allow you to get the D610, an 85 f1.8G, and then you just got to decide what you want to do for the zoom. Here's where I'd spend a little bit more money. I would get the 24 to 85 is a pretty decent kit zoom. I would spend some money though, maybe get it used again to save the money, but the 24 to 120 f4 VR, love that lens. Great walk around lens, gives you a good travel zoom in the sense that now you're up to 120, and it's pretty wide at 24. You could even just add a 50mm f1.8 to that camera, and then use that for now for portraits. But if you can do it through refurbs or used, find a good deal on a good camera, I will go D610, 85 f1.8G, and the 24 to 120 f4 VR. That would be, I think, a great kit for you, and I think you can do it because we're eliminating the 85 f1.4. I think you can do all that for your budget. That's what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking here when I'm looking at that. The other option, if you want to save up, is to go ahead and go with this, say the 71, because I don't think you need the faster shooting speed of the 72 for the bigger buffer for what you're doing, and get your 18 to 140, which is a great lens, and instead of the 85, get a 50mm. Like I have a 50mm f1.4D that I quite like, and it was very inexpensive. I got it for 200 Canadian, so it's like $10 American. Just joking. Anyways, that is an option you could go with if you want, and then save up for the 610. But it sounds like you want the 610. I love the 610. That's what I would do. I would go 610 and the 85 f1.8G, or even an older one of the f1.8s, and then that 24 to 120. What do you guys think, though? Do you agree with me? Would you lean towards the 610? Would you steer them towards the 71 or the 72? Would you steer them towards the 7500? Let us know in the comments below. What would you do? Let's help out Carter. What would you do and why, and what lenses, body and lenses? Thanks for your question, Carter. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks.